Hello, good evening and welcome, or good day, or good morning, or good afternoon, depending on wherever you are in the world. On the bench I have a Roberts Revival R250. Nothing actually wrong with this one, but I've been asked by a viewer how to change the switch. Because they have a Roberts Revival R250 with what they believe is a faulty on-off volume switch. So I'm going to take this one apart, get to where the switch is and show you how to remove the switch. So I'll just grab my trusty electrical screwdriver that my wife bought me for last Christmas, and shamefully I have literally only just started using it. It is a Katsu assembly line screwdriver, but it's a torque screwdriver as well, which should make for speeding things up a little bit on the workbench. As I say, I've not really used it. So if Mrs. Cody's decides to watch this video, she can see how useful and how labour saving it actually is. There we go, there's the backboard removed. Not every R250 has one of these backing boards in. It does improve the sound quality somewhat. You know, if you haven't got one in there and you want to put one in, it's just a case of measuring the inside and making sure that you leave a big enough gap to pop the battery in and a cutout for the power leads. The rest of it self-explanatory. Some of the Revivals come with these already fitted, but usually if they don't, I've got a template for these and I can cut these out and make them. So just checking, remove the aerial screw and then withdraw the aerial. Get a manual screwdriver this time, sorry, just to lever that sideboard out, and then you should be able to withdraw the radio. Disconnect the speakers and disconnect the power jack. And that's the radio out of its case. The control knobs on the top, we're only bothered about the volume switch, really. Some of these are quite snug, which that one was. I'll just pop that on one side. Right, now that you've got the radio out of the case and you've removed the volume knob and the on-off knob, then just on the inside here, let me zoom you down. See if it'll pick up the focus for that. Yep. Right. There are two screws, one here and one here. You need to remove those. So fast this. Thanks, wife. And then from the other side of the radio, push. Zoom out a bit so we don't lose where we are. And then there's a grey ribbon cable which has 5 wires. So there's the volume switch, the volume pot. Now you can go the nth degree if you are replacing it with a 10k pot. I prefer to use salvaged ones from previous Roberts sets. Now if you haven't got them, I believe that if you give Roberts Radio Technical a call, they may still have some of these pots in stock. If not, you're going to be looking around for a 10k logarithmic on-off volume potentiometer. And I wish you the best of luck with that, because I've never really found a suitable replacement. There are all sorts of replacements out there. But anyway, so we've removed the 2 screws. We've now got the grey ribbon cable. On the other side of the board, you've got the speaker wire here, the red and black one. You'll need to push that or pull that up out of the way, like so. And you can, I usually just get some masking tape and tape this off onto the side, because what you really want to get to here, I'll zoom in too far, if I lift this up, what you really need to get to here are these 5 solder points. You need to desolder those by whatever method you would usually use, and then you can withdraw the cable from this side of the board here. Now they're really fine wires inside there and they're prone to bending, so do take a bit of care. Don't just yank them out. If they're not just going to pull out, then you've not desoldered it properly on this side. And then once you've got that out, there are, and we'll zoom back in again, there are 1, 2, 3 big solder blobs which hold these legs here, and you've also got another 4th big solder blob here and at the opposite side. So there's 5 big solder blobs, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to remove. You then need a nut spinner or a pair of pliers to undo this nut, and then you can withdraw the switch. Now I'm not going to desolder this one because this one's a working one. This is just to go through the motions of how to remove the on-off and volume switch from a Roberts R250. So if I go through the motions of this again, I'll just pop that back into there for the moment. And I'll try and do it with a little bit of closer camera work. So you have 2 screws which are usually in here and here. You need to remove those 2 screws, and then from the other side just press down on top of the post and it will pop through. Once that's popped through, you've got the grey ribbon cable, and there are 5 points to desolder on the other side of the board. There's 1 big one here, 3 smaller ones, and another big one here. So on this side of the board, it's this one, this one, this one, this one, and finally that one. With a nut spinner or a pair of pliers, undo this nut, and with the solder removed, you should be able to just remove that switch assembly complete, and you can replace it with another identical switch assembly. So that is how to remove it, and obviously refitting it is the reversal of removal, as it says in some popular car maintenance manuals. I'm just having a look to see if I've got any other switches available to me now that I've already removed. I do have some, but they're not immediately accessible to me at the moment because of storage. But once you've put your new pot in, your new switch in, and you've put the nut back on and you've redone the 5 big solder blobs, that's your new switch back on. So then it is just a case of feeding it back through like so, putting the screws back in, I will get the hang of using this. It is a wonderful thing. Thank you very much, Mrs. Cody's. It's a wonderful Christmas present from last year that I haven't actually used until today. So there's one in, and just make sure that the hole is lined up. And then we can put the other one in. Zoom us back out again. Where are we? Oop, that was in. That's better. So yeah, we are just, apologies if you just skipped that little bit there, but we are just popping that switch back in, and there is the switch assembly back in. Pop the switch, the control knob back on, and then we're good to go. And then it is just a case of popping the radio back into their case. Can't get used to which way this camera goes. These things are sent to try us. So we pop the power lead back on. There we go. Make sure that you feed the speaker wires back through. Attach the speaker wires. Put the radio back into the case at a slight angle. Slide the sideboard in. Temporarily close it. We will be opening it back up again in a moment. Put the shoulder screws back in. And the other one just holds the radio into place. Attach the aerial. And then the aerial screw. And then we put the backboard back on. This will have been quite quick to do the switch change. The switch you're looking for is a 10k logarithmic switch pot. As I say, rather than me buying them, I tend to take them from donor sets, which I have quite a few of. Close the back door up, and there we are. She's back together. All sorted. So, if you need any other pointers about how to do whatever it is that you need to do with a Roberts R250, just drop me an email. My email's on my About Me page, which apparently is only viewable from, for instance, a desktop PC. I think people are having problems seeing the About Me page on mobile devices. So if you can log on to a desktop computer, my About Me page on the Cody's channel, drop me a line and I can help you through things, which I'm hoping that this video has done for one particular viewer. Thank you. But anything that you're stuck with an R250, do ask. I do know quite an awful lot about them. I do, from time to time, completely strip down the R250. If I show you, I'm not going to be able to, because it's stuck. There we go. Here's one that I did about a fortnight ago. This one started off as baby blue with white knobs. It's now completely black. All done properly, completely stripped down to the bare minimum, taken apart. As I say, there's no board in this one and there never has been. Resprayed and reassembled. Now looks absolutely stunning in black and doesn't take that long to do. It's not difficult to do. It's pretty straightforward. So if anybody wants any hints or tips, just get in touch. Like I say, desktop PC, check out the Cody's About Me page and we'll take it from there. Thanks very much for watching and I will catch you in the next one. See you later. Bye bye.